if hurt people, then I think it's true that healed people heal people. I mean, imagine I am hurt, and because I'm hurt, I am cranky, I have a short fuse, lashing out, raising my voice. Nje. And I don't mind making an example with me because I mean, over here we promote healing. That's what the cool kids do. Cool kids work on themselves because it's very easy to blame everybody and point fingers. No, the problem is with you. You should change yourself because I'm perfect. But we also need to be able to see ourselves clearly and see the good, the bad, the ugly, and the in between, and see ourselves for who we are because sometimes we are the culprit, right? And because I'm hurt, I go around hurting people and screaming and lashing out and having a short fuse and like speaking down on people and what? Basically training people to take disrespect from me, to accept bad treatment from me, basically training people that, oh, nje, just worst of the worst. So, since I'm working on myself, I've been learning a lot of things. I've been learning a lot of things. That's also why I decided to also coach other people and teach other people because I'm learning so much. So there was this concept that I came across: teach people how to love you. I was like, okay, bet. I'm gonna try that out. So, umkhulu wami, very passionate man, very, very passionate man. He puts his all in everything that he does. And yeah, I assume the best of him. So yeah, of course, Mkulu visits as he always does. And I assume he was trying to motivate us to be good girls, to work harder and achieve more and strive. So he comes in telling us, why are you so lazy? Why are you still sleeping? And and that would ruin my day. Like I would shrink and shrug, and that would ruin my day. I would be so sad. Like sometimes I'll even like shed a tear and just try not to show that you hurt my feelings. Until this one day, I was like, let me try out this teach people how to love you thing. I'm gonna do it. It's like, how am I gonna do that? So Umkulu visits again as he always does. Um, Passionate, telling us, so why are you still sleeping? Why is it? You're so girls at this time. You're so lazy. Why are the and this is how I respond this day. I say to him, Kulu, please talk to me like your baby that you love. Please don't talk to me like I'm your enemy. And yeah, but still, you should wake up. Girls don't wake up. But I could tell that the volume is now is now going down. And yeah, man, that was such a pivotal moment in our relationship because it's at that moment it's almost like I was telling him, Kulu, I have big feelings, and in this moment you are not minding my feelings, right? Because what used to happen was I used to shrink and I would make myself smaller, and I would now be scared, and woe is me, my day is ruined. But I put my foot down in a very respectful manner, right? I could still keep the relationship. I didn't destroy the whole thing because now you are so toxic. I'm gonna block you. You should never visit ever again. And no, none of that. I was just like, Kulu, please mind my feelings. I have big feelings. Please talk to me um kindly. And he did. I mean, it took some work. I had to remind him a couple of times, but it worked. Like it improved our relationship. I don't know about his relationship with other people because I don't know, sometimes I feel like they like it and they will yell back, and it will be this thing of, but I can't take that. So the best thing for me was for me to like talk to him and tell him, Kulu, please talk to me better, because this does not work for me. This does not feel good to me when you talk to me like that. And man, yeah, I urge you to do the same. Teach people how to love you. This thing of, oh, you're so toxic and no. When you work on yourself and you heal yourself, it will show, because how you engage in your relationship will be different. People will see, oh, things have changed. You will also know how to communicate. No, actually, that old way of doing things does not work for me anymore. We're doing things different now. And you'll communicate that with such grace that you will still be able to keep your relationship. Right? You don't need to now destroy your relationships and you're toxic, let's cancel everybody, and no, there's no need for that. But it takes a whole new level of understanding of self and understanding relationship and understanding communication. Yeah, once you get to those deeper levels of understanding relationship with self, because what does the Bible say? Love your neighbor as you love yourself. I think it's more like you can only love your neighbor as you love yourself. Because how can I love my neighbor more than I love myself? I don't have that capacity. So it's in you working on yourself and learning to love yourself and learning your limits and your boundaries and seeing what works for you, what does not work for you, and knowing how to communicate that. It's in that you can then have a good relationship with other people. I dare you to teach people how to love you. It will revolutionize your life. I mean, we talk about, I can't teach grown people how to love me. They should already know, and they know what they do. All of this, what you're saying is valid. I get you. I hear you. No? But think about this. Picture this. You want marriage, don't you? You will be coming into a family full of people that you do not know. You don't have history with them. You don't know their background. They come from a different background. They were raised differently than you. If you are so quick to block and condemn people, they are so toxic, I am blocking them, then how is it going to work with your in-laws? It won't. Serious. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing, but it takes me a while to warm up to people. So it's important to me to know how to do relationships and know how to tell people, hey, I have big feelings, please mind my feelings. Because it's at that point that now I'm able to have a good relationship, even with total strangers I've never met before. But that starts with you working on yourself. And then in you working on yourself, now you're able to teach other people, total strangers, how to love you, how to talk to you, how to care for you, what works for you, what are your limits. You're able to communicate all of these things with grace without destroying your relationship and canceling people. Because I also went through that phase where I'm like blocking people, and then I went through this, like, from canceling and blocking people to this phase where it's like I closed down my heart at all at meeting new people and getting to know people. Like, I just like holding people at arm's length, like, no, we can't even be acquaintances. And that was not nice. That was so lonely. I mean, that period was necessary. That period of isolation, that's actually where I got to solidify my what? My upgraded self, my higher self. What do you call it? You know, when you work on yourself and like You are shifting from, transitioning from, oh, woe is me, oh, to the best version of yourself. It's in that isolation that I got to solidify that new version of me. But also that's when I shut down my heart and didn't open my heart to letting anyone in, and just like it, love is too much work. Love comes with pain, and I'll just block people out. But where is that going to get me? Nowhere. And I guess maybe that was a phase. It passed. Because I realized now, no, actually, I need people. I need people in my life. I want people in my life. Do I need them? I want people in my life. Yeah, I don't mind needing people, honestly. At this point, I'm open to all of it. So it's in me working on myself that now I'm able to open my heart to people, even total strangers. And when people make mistakes, or when people don't know how to love me, I don't assume malicious intent and what, and no, I just teach them how to love me. No, it's okay. I understand you can't read my mind. So I'll tell you what's in my mind. I know you don't understand my big feelings. So I will teach you how to handle my feelings. And people who care about you will actually make the effort to mind those things. Like, they'll take that as an information on how to handle you, like user manual. They'll take it like a user manual on how to deal with this one. So you owe yourself that much. Healing and working on yourself, that's just what cool people do. If you are not doing that, then honestly, what are you doing? Don't you want to be cool too? Attractive people work on themselves. Don't you want to be attractive too? Don't you? I know you do. Working on yourself will first benefit you, and then from your overflow, from whatever it is that you learned, just by being yourself, you will teach the people around you with, oh, this is what health looks like. Oh, this is what healthy communication looks like. Oh, damn. Oh, this is what it is to be vulnerable. Wow. Because people don't know what they don't know. If I was never taught something, how can I come here now teach you something that I don't know? I don't know it. So I always assume, he doesn't know. She doesn't know. I assume the best. And then I'm open to teaching people how to love me. How you take that information that I give you, that's then how I'll make the decision of whether you actually care for me or you don't care for me. Now we make a decision. Is this someone that I want in my life? Or is this someone I don't want in my life? Because at this point, do I value myself if I'm going to allow into my life someone who does not care about me? Even though I tell them, hey, please talk to me nice, and they still talk down on me. Then you make that decision. But yeah, man, people will forever do what they think is right. It's only after you let them know what is actually right for you that they'll know what is good for you, what is best for you. Give people the user manual to you. Well, sort of, kind of. We'll speak about that some other day, not now. Sort of, kind of give people user manual. You guys understand what I mean when I say user manual. Like, Teach people how to love you. I mean, the best ones are the ones that just get it. But not everybody is going to get it. Not everybody lives in your world. Not everybody has had the privilege of being taught what you know. We all come from different backgrounds, different levels of resources, different levels of understanding, different levels of consciousness. So, yeah, man, give people grace. Teach people how to love you. It's not too much work, man. I mean, do you want to get what you want, or do you want to continue getting a mess? I assume people actually care about me. They just don't know how to do that. So I teach them. That doesn't work for me. And if truly you do care about me, you will see, oh, okay, since that does not work for her, let's try something else. Okay. Anywho, the video is about the fact that if hurt people, and that's true, and someone is hurt, they don't know how to mind your feelings because their feelings are in shambles. Sure. But you need to work on yourself. Healing is cool. And healthy people heal people simply just by being yourself. Because also, you won't enable people that are hurt to continue to be hurt. You won't enable them to talk down on you because they are hurt. Oh, I'm hurt, so I'm gonna go around hurting everybody. No, you won't enable that. I understand that you're hurt, but you won't talk to me like that. And people who actually care about you, they'll listen. They'll hear you. But people who don't, they'll just exit your life, because at that point, why are you not letting me abuse you? Why are you not letting me treat you like you are worthless? So I need to go and find someone who will let me abuse them. Why won't you let me talk down on you anymore? It happens. Some people won't like it when you heal because now you know better. No, but I liked it when you did not know your worth. Why do you now know your worth? And yeah, people will either heal because now you are healthy, or they will exit your life so that they continue being toxic with someone else who will allow them to be toxic. They will go and find a new victim that will let them talk down on them. They will go and find a new victim that will let them abuse them. Well, since you won't let me abuse you, I'm going to find someone else. My leg is itching. Anyways. Yeah. Kumnandi emhlabeni, ne? Anyways, for more coaching, DM me.